Hello. Yeah, just give me a second and we will be started. Uh, and there we go. Ooh. Wait, do you not get her fixed? Life is indeed nasty. Uh, hmm. Um, of the last few. Roll. They force themselves to focus the results of the. Hmm? Oh. Um. Uh, uh, focus on the results of the last week of the. No. Is it 2 weeks that I set it up? 19th versus. Hope all goes well. And everything was still moving. Moving within the scope. Original. Even. Hey Alan, how you doing? Nice. Mm. Well, looks good. Even if there few, I could see how. Could be alright. See, and make the system more shorten some of the some of the tool recreation pipelines. Key ways the some of those things could be as easy. Making use existing tooling in somewhat others would perhaps shave few days off one of the production pathways off of some of the production. Could those be necessary? But at the same time, those systems would add complexity. Would Wait, I need to change the category we're in. The existing systems had large that build so, built upon designs, variations. Hey Denny, how you doing? Variations of and modifications of existing designs. Mostly. Seems interesting. What videos are you working on? With pots, large with sounds interesting. I wish you the best of luck then. Actor all across. Biotech. The system designed to be different systems create for other speed. improving to improve the likelihood could recover from all from serious damage. Some of those processes intensely complex, and the top sent some occasionally made use of parts that were less effective than properly manufactured component. Well, significant parts the pathway. Ensuring the seed, ensuring that the option simply pick up parts should available nearby was on the table at assuming yeah, YouTube does. So, I guess YouTube and Twitch both have players for that, right? What headset are you looking at? Mm. Should they're available. So should there be should the system of should there be a vessel capable of jumping available? Should there be a jump capable of vessel? In the system was on the table. Hmm. Uh, uh, um, 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 uh, uh, mm, mm, all seem like a reasonable um consideration. Involved. They would have to do logistic, logistical into the um, into various custom systems could be fine for the current took away form that said the frown that had formed their face as they tried to the console. It composing. Uh, um, 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 composing the you have to So we're doing this on the 19th. This will be early November. I'll do the 5th of November. Um, uh, the um, 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 uh, uncharacter. Greetings, how are you doing? It has indeed. But yeah, I'm just still working on this. Currently writing chapter 54. Pretty decent, pretty decent. Some stuff going on IRL, which is why streams are shorter than they used to be. And yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's being posted and everything. Mercury Clan Quest is going decently. I think overall, I'm keeping on top of things. As long as I can. Oh wait, no, that's right. I forgot to write the Umbria section. Okay, so we are going to do. No, it's not really like. unless you have a way for, so unless you were interested in like arranging a bunch of watch parties or something to like turn this into a long-term sustainable thing, there's really nothing that like would come from that. I don't really have a major push to do something like that anyways, so you don't need to worry about it. Yep. So you really don't need to worry about it, man. Hopefully this goes away in a few months. And then I don't need to concern myself with any of it, but yeah. yeah, you seriously, you don't need to worry about it. Okay, so this is gonna go here. This is Victus. Victus is going to go through. Yeah. No, seriously, man, don't need to worry about it. I mostly just brought it up for the sake of completeness, but no. Not a serious concern. So Victor Sandbox Bailey, New Venice to Umbria. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5-day thing. So that would be. Hey 13, how you doing? Sounds great to hear. Yeah, we're just joking around a little bit with Sanzi and working on marching across the sphere. We got Mercury Clan Quest going on in the background, and unfortunately, there's some stuff IRL that's not super great, which is why streams are short right now. I'll be on for another 25 minutes, thereabouts. But yeah. How have you been doing? So you've been doing good. That's right. But yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, so this was on the 19th. Then we were going to do fifth plus. Yeah. Like pretty much as of late, say as of the next couple of weeks, it's going to be about hour-long streams, daily. So yeah. Indeed. Thanks so much for dropping by, Sansi. Really nice of you. Okay, so this is 5, so 5 times day and a half. Right. So Victor's say we'll avoid Mercenary Clan Quest for a while, but marching across the inner sphere is a test for the March of Civilization system, which is basically a sort of copyright-free Celestial Forge style thing. It is a power set you can give a character to create like a gadgeteer genius sort of like buildy character who makes shit. This is set in the universe of BattleTech, which is like this sort of feudalism in space kind of situation where the idea is due to the collapse of modern capitalism and various other factors, the far future has a bunch of space feudalism and everybody is fighting each other in mechs. In this setting, we introduce Jun, who is our main character. Yeah. In this setting, we have Jun, who is our main character, and they have they get visions every so often, and they've decided to go into the inner sphere, try and make a name for themselves, and like build up stuff. And the way they've been doing that so far is by starting a company which is called VIT, and then starting a bunch of other companies that are also all called VIT, in order to share the stuff that they make. And this has been transforming the inner sphere as it sort of makes technology available that's been kind of lost over the centuries of war that have occurred here and the decline of technology. Jun's company is kind of like is basically single-handedly reversing the fall of human civilization in the setting. Unfortunately, there were a few people who took umbrage with that, and they kind of sponsored a couple of pirate states that were near where Jun set up to basically like join together in a two-front war against the place in the periphery that Jun had set up. So if I pull up this map here, this is the map of the inner sphere. Jun started up in these, so Jun's companies are like based out of these two periphery nations, right? You've got all the big players out here. Jun set up in these two small places. Both of these places are like pirate states, right? They are worlds claimed by pirates and slavers and whatnot. And and a bunch of groups, some people from the Free Worlds League, some from the local Illuminati, who are technically who are like a telephone company, backed both of these people, gave them a bunch of resources in order to attack them. This kind of was a good and a bad thing for Jun long term, in that Jun was forced to reveal a lot of technology that they really wouldn't have been comfortable revealing. Stuff like their liquid light technology, which is like basically, well, it's what it says on the tin, liquid light. But the big thing about it is that it turns into this really light liquid, like weight wise, this really low density liquid that is immensely energy dense. Volumetrically, it is, yeah. No worries. But yeah, liquid light is like immensely um, volumetrically more energy dense than like even high explosives. I think there's like a note somewhere I did for liquid light, which is in my notes section here. But yeah, it is about 1,000 times stronger than TNT by volume. So it is a really, really dangerous material. And Jun was kind of forced to reveal that existing. And that's, as well as a bunch of other technology. And overall, it's put Jun into sort of a situation where they're in a lot less control. On the other hand, because of the big part that Vit played in the freeing of both of these nations, Vit basically became its own power. If we zoom out here, all of these worlds, so the worlds that attacked the two nations, as well as those two nations, also another planet over here and another planet over here, all of them joined together into what is called the Victus Coalition, which is you can see I've made their own symbol for it and everything, but the Victus Coalition is basically a new rising power in the inner sphere. You can see it matches up territorially quite well with like a lot of the big periphery powers, even if it doesn't quite have the territory of like an inner of like one of the major successor states, right? Even if like volume wise they might match up with the Capellan Confederation, the Capellans have way more like actually settled worlds. But point is, Vit is basically the sixth power. That is basically the seventh major power involved in this. Like you've got the Lothian League, you got the Illyrians, you've got New St. Andrews, you get Niops, you get like the freed slaves from the Cercinus Federation and the Marian Hegemony, who are like taking over the taking over the administration of the worlds that used to be the pirate states. And all of that area is now jointly administered between between the seven powers that now control all of this space. And as a result, Jun has a lot more capability to do shit, even if the options that they had before made it theoretically better to stay in, they had more options before, but now they are in like a an actually better state. Like the more of their power is realized, as opposed to previously when their power was just kind of, there. Like there was the option of stuff they could do before, but now they have like actual stuff that they can do that they couldn't before. Including including 4 whole planets. Actually, I think it's 5 whole planets that they like outright own. So that's kind of the state of. I mean, technically, the stuff about them owning planets hasn't been like officially published yet, but yeah, pretty much that's the situation. Okay, so this is going to be the 10th. This is going to be the 15th, I guess. No, 15th. The 13th. Does the 13th make sense? Can Jun get from... If I go here, 1, 2... Umbria... Bifrost... That's 3 jumps, technically. Oh, wait, no, that's not the right one. Okay, cool. So that is 3 jumps still. Yep. Okay. 5 days minimum. Yeah, it just makes more sense for Jun to have this meeting on the 19th. So this is going to be Umbria. So this is going to be deployment. No, the map already existed, right? So Battletech is an existing property, and someone created this version of the map, right? Someone else created this, and like the code behind it is open source. I modified it to include this section, and all the lore that references Jun and Vit and all of that stuff. That's my work. And I have over the last. Has it been a year already? Let's see. When I post the first one? The first chapter was posted almost a year ago. And I have posted 43 chapters so far. I'm currently working on writing chapter 54. To keep like a backlog of a bunch of chapters in case anything ever requires me to pause for a little while, like when I traveled and stuff. And yeah, this has been going for a while. Informing the others that intends to disappear into the periphery for a few years. Alternate perspective? Might be interesting to do from Lorelai's theory. Some stuff to get out of the way. Canopus official gateway station between Islington and Braxa. Lyron, yes. Establishing increased link // Posbo. Probably add Melpomene to this map. Burp to you too, Aqualian. How you doing? Did you have something to eat recently? Gen. No, per minute. World. Yeah. Nice. Sounds like fun. Eight, 350. £5. Okay. Is that pretty much what I intended it to be? We're 382. I did suggest that you get her fixed. I think that's all we have time for right now, isn't that? Yep. So this is about 12 and a half jump straight line, but like passing through different systems like Caesar's Crown or whatever would bring it up to 15 jumps, which is I think what I put down for mm, uh, mm, um, Yeah, 14 systems. So yeah, 15 jumps is what I did here. So this seems like a reasonable place for Melpomene. Melpomene. Anyways, cheers everyone. Will do.